This week we've been learning the letter B. I'm really excited to show you what our bee craft is going to be today. So that's what we're going to make. We're going to make a bee, a bumblebee. So this is what we're going to make. Okay, it's really cute, and we're going to even write the word bee on it, okay? So this is what we need. For our bee craft, we're going to need our green, brown, and blue crayons for our sky, fence, and grass. I have a pen there, or you can use a pencil. I have a black and a yellow marker. I have a glue stick, scissors, black and yellow construction paper, and a few pieces of white paper. If you don't have construction paper, you can still use the white paper and the yellow and black markers to create your bumblebee. Okay, so I'm going to turn the camera down towards my paper so you guys can follow along the bumblebee craft, okay? Perfect. Okay, so the first thing that we need to do is we need to take our black and yellow construction paper and cut it into lines, cut it into strips, okay? So I'll show you what I mean. So I have a piece of yellow construction paper, and I'm gonna just do a piece about that big, and I'm gonna cut a straight line, okay? As straight as I can. And I'm gonna need about 5 of these pieces. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. Now I need to make the same size strips of black construction paper. So my paper is a little bit longer, so I'm going to just cut there to make it about the same size strips. So now we're going to cut 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, we need a few other pieces for our bumblebee, okay? We're gonna need a bumblebee head. So we're gonna make a circle. So on my piece of black construction paper, so you could actually get a white crayon if you had a white crayon, or any kind of marker that you can see on top of the black paper. If you can't find something white, then you can use a pencil or something like a pen. You should be able to see at least a little bit of your circle. So I'm gonna start on top. I'm gonna make one big curve. There's half my circle, and I'm going to keep going, do my other curve. Perfect, so now I have a head. I have a bumblebee head. So you can go ahead and cut out your bumblebee head. Chomp, chomp, chomp. See how my helping hand is my hand moving my paper, not my hand cutting, right? There we go. Chomp, chomp. Perfect, so I have a bumblebee head. Now a bumblebee also has antennas, and it also has a little stinger. So his little stinger is going to be a triangle. So all we have to do, and I'll bring my paper up nice and close, all we have to do is go one diagonal line and another diagonal line, and look what it made us. It made us a triangle. So there's his little stinger. Now for his antennas, we just need 2 skinny strips of paper. So 1 and 2. Perfect. Put my scrap paper away. Move my antennas. There we go. So now with our strips of paper, we're going to make a pattern, an A-B pattern. So remember, a pattern goes like this. It goes A, so our black paper, B, our yellow paper, A, B, A, B, A, B, A, B. Perfect. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 black lines, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 yellow black lines. So what we need to do now is glue our pieces of paper, the pattern that we've made, down onto the white piece of paper. Perfect. So now that I have my bumblebee pattern glued onto my paper, I need something to trace a big circle with. So I have just the lid of a cottage cheese container. You could find maybe a bowl or a vase or something that's a circle in your house, okay? So I'm gonna put my circle on top of my bumblebee just like that. I'm gonna take my pen and I'm gonna, with my helping hand, I'm gonna hold my lid down, and with my writing hand, I'm gonna trace the circle. Now, what do you think we're making with this circle? Do you think it's his wings? Do you think it's his head? Or is it his body? If you guessed body, you are right. So now it's time to cut out our circle. So remember, thumb in the top, fingers on the bottom, open up the mouth, and chomp, chomp, chomp. My helping hand moves my paper. So we're cutting our circle as best as we can to make our bumblebee body. Awesome. Now, if you have any white spots like I do there, you can just take your marker or your crayon if you want to, and just fill in the little hole there. There, perfect. So I'm gonna take my scrap paper, put it away over there for now so I can put it in recycling or the garbage after. And I'm gonna glue my bumblebee body kind of in the bottom corner of my paper, okay? There we go. So our stripes are going up and down, not from side to side. Perfect. Now we need to glue on his bumblebee head. Can you start to see how it's a bumblebee now? There we go. And the triangle, that's his stinger, right? Here we go. Stinger goes on the back, just like that. Good. So we just need to add his antennas now. It's hard to glue such a skinny piece. There we go. Oh, it might be a little bit too long too. So I'm just gonna rip my piece right in half. There, that's a better size for an antenna. What do you think? Better, right? I might wanna rip this one too a little bit so I don't have as much paper. And antenna number 2. Awesome. So now the last piece that we're missing, I can get my scrap paper back from the corner and I can draw a little circle for the bumblebee's eye. So cut that little circle the best that you can. Little circles are hard to cut, but you can do it. You can do hard things. You don't give up. Nice. Okay. Put a little spot of glue right where I want his eye to go. There we go. Now we can take our black marker or our crayon, give him the dark pupil, the dark circle in his eye, and we've got a little bumblebee. Now our next job here is to write our name on our paper because we forgot to do that. So here we go on the bottom. Let's write our name. Miss.Morrow. Now our very last part, we're going to write the word bee, okay? So we need to write B-E-E for the word bee. What we're going to do first though, because we want to make sure we're writing it properly, we're going to do a big line for the grass. We're going to do a big line for the fence. And we're going to do a big line for the sky. Now remember, you can use a pencil or you can use a marker, but remember that Map Man says to do a big B, we do a big line down from the sky to the grass, a little curve from the sky to the fence, and a little curve from the fence to the grass. Now in E, we have a special trick for E. Remember, we hit the ball and we go up to the fence and around the bases down to the grass. Let's do that again. We hit the ball, we go around the bases to the fence, down to the grass. B, awesome job everybody. I'd love to see pictures of your bee crafts if you would like to send them to me on the Class Dojo.